Hi guys, this is Fade from nerffaids.blogspot.com, and this is the 9th Faidian Slip. I want to talk about the character I'm on really quick. This is Mirrored, as you can see. She was actually my BC rating tune, and her name was Fade, and she was a Blood Elf mage. I just barely brought her over to Argentdawn yesterday. I'm so excited to be playing her again, even though I'm not very good at it. So, just when you thought you were free of the Wrath dungeons, here you go watching me blink into melee in them, because I'm a really bad mage, because it's been so many years since I played one. Now on to more Faidian Slip action. Some stuff I want to talk about. First off, 406, we're getting the vendors that we can dump our justice points into trade goods. Calliope at Crafter's Tome has a really great screenshot with what you're going to get and what the prices for each thing is. Granted, it's subject to change, but right now it's pretty much a ripoff. Of course, that's kind of what a sync is, but the price you spend in justice points for what you get is ridiculously disproportionate. And so what I've been doing, and something that I'd like you guys to think about, is I've been buying Primordial Sarnite, because people still want orange weapons. I mean, I farmed my own Sulphurous at level 80, you know. People want that stuff. So everyone who wants to make one's going to need several Primordial Sarnite just to make the Shadow's Edge to begin with. And so I'm saving mine to sell to those people, because if not a lot of people are doing this, the prices for Primordial Sarnite should stay pretty high, while honestly, no, I'm not going to spend thousands of justice points on one stack of Elementium ore. Sorry. If only they'd had Maelstrom crystals up or something, but no, they don't. I've honestly been really busy with school and such. It's our 5th week in the semester, which means all of our tests are scheduled now, so I haven't really been focusing on new and interesting ways to make gold or any new news. And so but I did want to put one out today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys basically sites to go look up if you haven't already. These are blogs that came out recently. I'm sure there's great ones all the way back, but these are ones that recently I read that taught me something new or revisited something old that I really enjoyed. So I would check out the following blogs. First one that comes to mind is Cold over at Cold's Gold Factory. Did one about, here, let me go find the title here. It's called Transmute True Gold. It only takes one to start. Friday, January 28th, 2011. I recommend you check this out because, I'd always been like, screw True Gold. It's all about living elements. But this is actually a way to really get a lot out of transmuting True Gold for other people. Read the post. I won't tell you all that it's about, but I really recommend you check it out if you have an alchemist, and even if you don't, because other people might be doing it to you. I can't talk about recent blog posts without talking about the relatively long post that Marco put up the other day, basically saying that he's going to start doing a lot less with just my 2 copper, that he'll still be in charge, but he's not really going to be putting up the content. This is rather sad to me. Marco was not who got me into gold making, which a lot of people see. You know, he was definitely a gateway to a lot of information, but a lot of people are like, oh, I started with just my 2 copper. I didn't. I started with Stockpile, if any of you guys know who Stockpile is. And I was glad to see he returned recently when Cataclysm came out. But actually I started with LiveJournal. I shouldn't lie. I started with LiveJournal, went to Stockpile, eventually found just my 2 copper and a few others. And so I'm really sad to see such a great hub lose a little bit. I still think it'll be a great blog, and I'm sure Mage Shadow will do a definitely good job, just like Marco has, and I assume he will continue to do well with what he does do with the site. But it's sad to see change, because everything was working pretty well. Another blog I'd check out would be Foo's WoW Musings, particularly a post just put up today, largely about competing. This particular one is based around the glyph market, but it seems like something that can easily be applied to pretty much any market you like to be in. For me, it's cut gems, of course. But I really recommend you read it. Once again, not going to spoil it, but it's called Selling Ice to Inuits. And it's a great post. It really got me thinking about how I was going to deal with undercutters, whether or not I was just going to be very aggressive like Foo and just go for razor thin margins, or do what I tend to do, which may not be the best, but I usually will bow out of the market for a few weeks, let the prices raise, and then start it again, so that when I do sell them, I get more out of it, and I don't lose a lot of deposits either. Another one I really liked reading was over at Player vs. Auction House, which is pvsah.blogspot.com. It's basically about what bots, and particularly bot farmers, of course, do for the economy and how they are kind of important to, at least in the author's opinion, rather important to the game economy. And though I don't know if I 100% agree with everything, I gotta say I was really interested because I have bought stuff clearly from, farming bots, and they keep prices low, and I enjoy that. So it was interesting to read. I recommend you check that out, as well as check out the other couple I mentioned. I might try and eke in a Faids favorite post from the week into future Faidian Slips. Hopefully in the future there'll be more about what I'm doing. Unfortunately, it's just like this is the first break I've really had from homework. I was like, I better go run a random, record it, and put out a Faidian Slip. So here it is. I know it wasn't a million things to learn about and know, but I hope it still entertained you guys at the very least. Please check out my blog at nerffaids.blogspot.com. You guys have a great day.